It's around 4:30. We're at the Adamsville Recreation Center in Atlanta, Georgia, Fulton County. Judy Condor, videographer. Okay?
Yes. I, Angela Michelle Davis, consent for the video, the vote to use my image or likeness for their election protection documentation project.
Okay. Okay, Angela, tell me what the situation is down here.
Well, what we're finding is that there are a number of registered voters who, for whatever reason, either did not update their addresses once they moved, or if they made the address change, it had not made it into the system. So when they got here, they discovered that this was not their polling correct location to vote. So they were told to go to another location. When they came out, once they got in our area, we saw their white slips of paper and we looked at their information. We went online onto the state of Georgia website and looked at their voter registration to see if the information was correct. And what we're finding is that between 30 and 40% of the time, the information that has been given inside the Adamsville polling location is not correct. And what we've determined is that those systems are standalone systems that are accessing data that is not connected to the same database that the state of Georgia is using. So there are a lot of voters who could have been going to another location that was again incorrect. And so we we're correcting the errors and making sure that these voters who are registered and who are wanting to vote, A, are getting correct information so that they know where they should be going to vote, and two, that they're getting the transportation to get there. A lot of frustrated voters this morning and this afternoon, a lot of people on buses, walking with children, getting off work, trying to cast their ballot. And a lot of these are first-time voters who are becoming very disenchanted with this process. And we have, through the use of the internet, basically have discovered that a lot of the data coming out of the Adamsville location is incorrect. So about 30 to 40% of the time, that information is not accurate, and we've been able to correct those errors and get people where they need to go.
And when you speak of we, who are you referring to?
We are a group of volunteers. Most of us are church members, and we are just making sure that all voters, regardless of their party affiliation, regardless of who they're voting for, are having the right to vote. The whole purpose of this election, and the reason it's so significant, is that a number of voters are first-time voters, and we want to make sure that their voices are heard, and that if people are taking off and spending time to walk their children miles and to stand in line for hours, that their vote counts. And we want to make sure that they're in the right place.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, what's your name?
Timmy Scott.
Timothy?
Timmy. T-I-M-M-I-E.
Timmy Scott.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you give me permission to video you and interview you on this video camera?
Sure.
Okay, this is the Adamsville Recreation Center.
Right.
It's about maybe 5 o'clock. This is Atlanta, Georgia, in Fulton County.
Right.
All right, Timmy, what has happened? What is your situation here?
Well, I went in there. At first, I had called downtown. They told me this is where I need to come and vote at. So when I got off of work, I came up here and I gave them the address that I was supposed to have, and they told me that
where is it that you need to go?
Okay, so you went in there to vote, and what happened?
And they told me that the address that they had me listed on, I need to go to Pebblebrook School.
Okay.
So they said that I was at the wrong place, but I had called earlier and checked it out. They told me to come to this gym over here.
Uh-huh.
And so they saying I need to go over there and vote at Pebblebrook High School. So I can't vote in here.
Have you moved?
Yes, I have.
Okay, and maybe you didn't. Did you check?
Yeah.
But you and what was the situation? You moved and.
I moved and then somehow it got mixed up. You know.
Okay.
I was trying to find out had I got registered, and they said that I was already registered. So so I asked them where I need to vote at and what address, and they told me to come here. So.
Okay, they told you to come to this precinct.
Right.
And then when you got here,
they told me that I was at the wrong place. I need to go to Pebblebrook.
And who is they? Who did you call? Do you remember?
I called downtown at the I can't remember the name of that place. It's like she was our resident to vote.
Okay.
And they told me, yeah, and I asked them where I need to vote at. They told me to come on here.
To come here. Okay, and so they're getting you a ride to go to.
Yes, they're gonna give me a ride to go to Pebblebrook.
To go to Pebblebrook.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
All right, appreciate it.